Hey guys, this is my review on the MacBook Air, the M2 chip. This is kind of like my first impression after using it for 2 weeks. So not a full review, more of an impression. It will be split into two parts. The first is the unboxing, which I did last week towards it, which was at the time of recording, the end of 2022, the last week of December. The second part will be the current timing right now, which will be my impressions after using it for 2 weeks. So yeah, let's roll the intro. So, after spending a little bit of time, so here's the thing. I got this at the time of recording, not this past Tuesday, but the Tuesday before that. It is currently January 6th, 2023. I got this not this past Tuesday, but the Tuesday before that in the mail. And the day after I got this in the mail and shot that unboxing video, I actually had traveled to two other cities from Wednesday till Saturday. And I decided to take both my iPad Air and my MacBook Air, the M2. This is the M2 chip. So yeah. After using this M2 chip for traveling, I also did a little bit of photo and video editing. And this is honestly my first time using a Mac. Obviously, I kind of messed around it here and there in the Apple Store, but I've never really used it to an extent outside of the Apple Store. I've really used a Windows computer my whole life. Obviously, I've grew up with a family who used an Apple product, and from the time I've got my first handheld tablet before I got my smartphone, it was an Android device. I went from an Android tablet to an Android smartphone, and then obviously switched to an iPhone. So I've had experience using Apple's mobile device, including Android's mobile device. But in terms of computing, laptops and desktops, it was always Windows operating system. So yeah, I did have to learn several things, and one thing I actually did know was certain games couldn't really be installed. So I was playing GTA 5 on my Windows laptop, and yeah, it doesn't really support on this computer. I know for a fact that you can switch it to you can switch the operating system to Windows, but it's not worth it. So yeah, I would say this: if you are planning on getting a computer, a laptop, I think if you have mostly an Apple ecosystem, like an iPhone and an iPad, better to pick this up, the MacBook Air, because there is a student discount on this. So I'll link the student discounts, Apple student discounts pricing, the website to get the student discount in the descriptions, and it applies to anyone, even if you're not in college. I would suggest picking it up, and then obviously if you have the Apple credit card, you can also finance to them. And it's really useful. But I would say this: using a Windows laptop, I would suggest for certain things, if you have to use certain programs, they might not be on Mac, but yeah, they'll be on Windows. But I feel like if you install Windows onto the MacBook Air, you might as well just buy a MacBook. And so I got the M2 512 gigabyte of storage with 16 gigabytes of RAM on this, and so far it's been really good. This video I'm currently recording, shooting, this will be edited onto this MacBook. And as far as editing, amazing. I've played a couple of games on this and it runs really smoothly. And yeah, it's pretty amazing. Using the webcam is actually really amazing. And it has a notch right over here. Well, I mean, it really doesn't bother me since they put this bar up here, so it really doesn't get in the way. So yeah. Obviously, with this MacBook Air, just like the Pro, you do get the MagSafe charger back. But let's say if you decide to, if you forgot, if you left your MagSafe at home, or you forgot, or you misplaced it, you can actually use the dual USB-C port to actually charge this MacBook Air. And it was pretty cool because I brought my battery bank, my iPad Air, this MacBook Air, and my Nintendo Switch, and they all use Type-C. And I just brought one Type-C cable, and it was pretty amazing. Obviously, the iPhone and the AirPods don't support Type-C. They use Lightning, but at least with both of these devices, unlike the Apple Watch, they use G wireless charging. So I've been doing wireless charging on these two devices, but it's pretty cool. I've been watching a lot of movies recently onto this device, and amazing quality actually. So you can see I have a Roku TV over here. I'm not using the sound bar on this. I'm using the built-in speaker on this. I'm comparing the sound quality on my MacBook to this. This is so much better. Obviously, it's closer to me, but this gets a little bit louder, but not just louder, more clear than this, which is pretty weird because this is supposed to be a media consumption device. But overall, MacBook Air, amazing. Would I recommend purchasing this laptop? Yeah, highly. Honestly, 10 out of 10. But this is just me using it for 2 weeks. I'm on my winter break, so I haven't really used it to the fullest extent. So yeah, the full review will be later down the road, around mid to end of this year. So yeah, that's really pretty much it. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video over here. So yeah, first impressions, I think it's pretty amazing. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. As always, please stay tuned for more content, give this a thumbs up, share this video with everyone else, and yeah, subscribe to this channel. And click on that bell icon to get notified for more content. So yeah, take care and peace out.